Hello YouTube, I got a pretty good email actually. A subscriber asked me if I could do a video with the Naniwa Pro 400 and Autoshi Green Brick of Joy 2K because he uses both of them for work knives. He uses mainly Victorinox, some Mac, some Global, if I remember correct. So just normal knives, and he wanted me to basically show how I would sharpen a Victorinox or such on these stones. I've done that before, but hey, let's go. My Victorinox Chinese cleaver, I don't know if there's something else with the heat treat or yeah, it's been amazing. It's tinned pretty crazy much by me, if that would focus. As you see, it's pretty thin. I've hit this through pork bones on a pork belly with ribs that was partially sawed through and smashed a little through the bones without any damage. This has been ridiculously good, this knife. It stays sharp a pretty good time. It's insanely durable. I don't know, because I've had many Victorinoxes in my time, both owned and sharpened. None of them has felt as good as this. So I don't know if this is a freak of nature. Might be, but this is a hell of a good knife. I totally recommend this. So I used this stone for many years. It's uneven worn. It's less here than there, you see, because I sharpened uneven when I learned to sharpen. I've had this for probably 10 years or so. So just starting, I'm gonna kill the edge. Yeah, I forgot some paper again. Just killing the edge. There, I'm just gonna get some paper. And they asked me, he knows how to sharpen, he just wanted to see how low I take my knives. I take these down to around 10. I'm just gonna show, of course, it's dull now. So yeah, have in view, yep. So I take this pretty thin, I'm gonna thin it a little behind the edge too. Using 3, 4, 5 kilos. Using quite a bit of force here, just to get the stone started, and then I'm backing off to around 2 kilos. That's 4 or 5 pounds ish. And you see it does quick work of this metal. I've taken this extremely thin, guys. It's not something I say. This is as thin as a Takamura Migaki or a Shibata Kotetsu or a Masamoto Masakage. It's basically as thin as the thinnest knives out there. You don't need much. I'm just basically taking off a little at edge. This was very even ground from factory to dead flat. So a great knife to learn to sharpen on, and have a great Chinese cleaver for vegetables, and yeah, just overall use. I use it hell of a lot on meat, big meat sections. And it takes a good edge. I would actually just use the 400 if you need edge that does everything, because it gives you a little better edge retention. So yeah, there, I've thinned it. I hope the camera focuses, because that's the part I'm struggling with, getting it in focus. Is it focusing worse when I have on 4K? It seems like it, but you see, pretty thin. Now I'm moving to the edge. 10-12 degrees. I'm gonna start on my weak side. It's basically flat here, and I'm here around 7, 8, 10 degrees. And I'm using about a kilo force, 2 pounds, not much, just enough to get the edge started. A little more, because I've raised this to around 15. Last time I sharpened it. I use knives a lot because I don't have much money. I buy larger cuts of meat and break them down. And for a 2-stone setup, you can't go wrong with the combination he has chosen. The row 400 and Autoshi. Got a big burr down here. So a little more up here. And around 10-12 degrees is where I'm gonna end. Got a pretty good sized burr there. Slipping, doing the same thing, starting at 7-8 degrees, just removing the shoulder. And you don't need to do this every time. When touching it up, just do the main bevel. It feels amazing on the stone, this knife. It feels crisp. Doesn't feel as gummy as it normally does. I've got my burr there. So I'm just doing light pressure now. Just checking the edge of this. Doesn't need to be super. It just needs to be sharp enough to cut paper now. If of course you are using it for work, it needs to be sharper. But then you just spend 10-15 seconds more refining it on the 400 or using a strop. But you have 2 stones, so yeah. That's pretty sharp. I'm just gonna do my old pants leg trick. Also, as said in the other video, I really want to try and restore some straight razors and learn to shave and take care of them. Again, this is single ply. No problem with that at all. That's a good edge. I mean, I love my Victorinox Chinese cleaver. I can't understand why, because I've never loved a Victorinox. But this, yeah, it's superb, just superb, and I don't know why. I reckon something has happened during heat rate, so it's maybe a point or two harder than normally, because I can feel it's harder on the stone. It got better. Sorry, I'm sick, so my voice is a little bad. It got better edge retention than normal. Again, going behind the edge, 2-3 kilos of force. The one thing I don't like with our Toshi is it loads. Then when it's releasing abrasive, I lighten up the pressure. So now I'm at a kilo, 2 pounds, because I've got the abrasive released. So I'm just using that to polish it a little. And you need to keep adding water to this, or else it will suction fast like a suction cup. So just refining the scratch pattern a little. Don't need much, just a tiny bit. Same on the other side. It's a working blade, so you don't care much about finish. And this is a full sharpening with thinning. Say you just do this once a month, every other month, every 3 months, something like that. And you only touch it up when it needs to. Say before you start your work or after. A touch up takes literally 1 minute. So you do that every day, then you do a full sharpening once a month. So this is the full sharpening I'm showing. I've shown touching up several times. And you get the okay finish. Just a hazy, decent finish. Going behind the edge again, 7-8 degrees. Now I'm using 300-400 grams. It cuts nice this down on such simple metal. I can't imagine a stone that doesn't cut this simple non-hard steel any good. Same 7-8 degrees. Just removing and blending the shoulder in. It really helps with performance. Trust me, it makes a huge difference on carrots and potatoes, weeds, kålrot we call it, the big root vegetables. There. Going to the edge. Now I'm at around 12-13 degrees. If you're using this harder at work, to 15-18. This is a touch-up, literally this. This and this, and you're done touching it up. Literally do 3, 4, 5 like this, 3, 4, 5 like this, and you're done touching it up. If you do that once a day at work, it will keep sharp. There. We're at a full sharpening with tinning, reprofiling, and blending the shoulders in 15 minutes. So, yep. So you do 15, 20, 30 minutes once a month, and you do a touch-up 1 minute every day of work, and it will keep sharp. Maybe once, let's say it starts to dull a little on your shift, just do a touch-up, 10, 20 seconds, swipe, 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 done, keep working. But now I dragged the edge off very heavily even, and it took me 15 minutes, so. Just cleaning up. I love that people actually have started sending me some questions, because it helps me to motivate me to make videos. It can get a little boring just doing the same thing over and over again, but when people ask, you get like, oh, there's actually someone wanting to see my channel, and yeah, it really helps my motivation. Just cleaning up. Yeah, I forgot you also asked me a strap, leather, etc. I actually recommend denim. I do. Just a plain denim pants like this. I'm just starting flat and then doing the edge. And you can add a little abrasive to this, like Tormek paste, but yeah. There. You can also use it to clean your counter. It's a multi-purpose tool. It feels great in your hand, the balance, it's a little blade forward, so you can work quick, you can scoop up, it just feels right. I mean it, this knife, I don't know what, and this is like swearing in church, but it gets sharper than any of my knife. It gets sharper than the Aaron Johnson knife, the Patrick Kalvik knives. It might be my sharpening that is off, but there's something about this Victorinox that's literally insane. It's literally insane what it does, and I can't explain it. It gets as sharp as my Aaron Johnson and Patrick Kalvik knives. I didn't mean to say sharper, but it's insane. I mean, come on. Is it 3 topping? No, it isn't 3 topping. It easily shaves. It feels so smooth. I mean, I love this. Can you see? Pretty polished edge. A blended edge, so you can't really see where the edge starts and stops, because I blend it in. There isn't a shoulder. It isn't this, it isn't this. It's a blend of those two. I blend the entire edge in the entire side of the knife here. I mean, this is a working tool. You can crush garlic with this. You can bang it around. It's dishwasher safe if you need that. It's steam safe, it's thin. I actually love this knife. I love it. It's a great tool. Takes a screaming edge. Look how nicely clean shaven I am. Look here. Compared to there. I got blonde hair, so it's hard to see, but yeah. So that's what I would do if I got those two stones. Do a full sharpening, say once a month or every other 2 weeks or when you feel for it. And just do a touch up once a day, twice a day on the stone. Literally just doing 2-3 times there, 2-3 times there, then once, and cleaning it, and you're done touching up. That's all it needs. Little. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Press like and share the channel. Thank you.